Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another episode of CSGO News. As always, time markers for every story are down below for all of you, but our first big story today has to do with Skadoodle, otherwise known as Tyler from Cloud9. Many of you probably hearing in the past 24 hours what is going on with his health issues. A few updates for all of you is apparently he was going in for surgery on his intestines. He had a cyst there, and they were going to try and remove it. Now, allegedly, according to Shroud on his live stream a few days ago, Tyler actually passed out. He was rushed to the emergency room for internal bleeding, and apparently has been there ever since. So a very big issue here, not something we want to joke about. Many pro players out there being very thankful and actually tweeting to Tyler for best of luck and best of prayers to him. And obviously, we hope the best for his recovery. But we also, in very big controversy, had Thorin tweet out this. Many people wondering why he would actually choose the time to actually tweet about this. You know, we had a lot of people saying that he was being serious. He actually thought Skadoodle was one of the top oppers in the world. And then we had a lot of people thinking that he was otherwise being sarcastic and choosing a very poor timing to make a joke. Now, many of you guys know that over the past year and a half, we've had Thorin tweet out things like this, or maybe even things like this, and a lot of other tweets at Skadoodle. Over the past year and a half, he has said nothing nice about him, so why now do you choose to actually give him a compliment? Now, again, going back to 2014, 2015, Thorin did think Skadoodle was one of the better oppers in the world, but many people thinking he was being sarcastic and joking, one of those players being North's very own K0nfig, who replied to his tweet with this, saying it's a really bad time for a joke, man. Someone's health is involved. You shouldn't do that. Then, of course, they went back and forth. Thorin replied with some very harsh words. Moron was the lesser of those words. He called him a moron and said, he misinterpreted the tweet itself. Now, if Thorin was being serious or sarcastic, we really will never know, or he's just being a genius. He's trying to get attention, and well, look at me, I'm giving him attention. So yeah, that happened, guys. A big controversy. Most overall, though, best of luck to you, Tyler, and healing if you are watching this. Hi. And speaking of Cloud9 and other North American teams out there, we had huge ESL Pro League and ESL issues in general last night. If you were able to watch those North American matches, they went until 1 and 2 in the morning here in North American time, which probably shouldn't be an issue. But even though besides that, there were other issues because ESL Pro League, why those matches were so late is because there was a delay of over 2 hours last night during that stream, and in which Liquid actually decided to forfeit their second match. It was 14-13 the scoreline. They said it was just too late for their players to play, and they couldn't even be allowed to reschedule the matches. So Liquid decided, you know what, ESL Pro League match is not worth it. They decided to forfeit their second match to Renegades and lost that series 0-2. Now, I'm not really sure as to why the scoreline would be 13-14 and you decide to forfeit, although they must have been really pissed off because a couple weeks ago, the same thing happened to Liquid against NRG, where the delay was almost 45 minutes long. So some big ESL issues with Liquid and some bad luck for them in Pro League last night as they went 0-2 to Renegades. Also, Cloud9 having big issues, bigger issues than Skadoodle being gone. They actually had their coach Valen sub in for them, and they went 0-2 as well to Team Misfits. Now, why they went 0-2, apparently there was a big delay here as well, but not too many issues. Only the big problem here was ESL just stopped streaming the matches altogether. They actually tweeted out this and said, go to the Facebook, guys, check the results there. We're done streaming for the entire night. So for all you viewers out there who couldn't watch the end of the matches, yes, Cloud9 did go 0-2 to Team Misfits. Kind of a surprise there, but yes, they did have Valen staying in as their coach for Skadoodle, as he is in the hospital, obviously. So some big North American issues with ESL last night, hopefully to be fixed soon, but who even knows. And in case none of you guys actually watch OpTic Vision, it's a great way to look inside an esports organization like OpTic, who's very, very well versed and well connected with the community. If you guys want to look inside their esports teams, including their CSGO team, go check out OpTic Vision. Actually, their last night's 20-minute episode, my voice was in it, not my face or anything, but my voice was actually in that episode, so it was really cool to hear myself. They made me sound really sick, way cooler than I actually am.
It's like, do we start digging the grave for OpTic now? That's what I'm wondering. Do I need to start sharpening my shovel? Because it just feels like they're losing everybody.
Allegedly, according to Jkaem, guys, Liquid wants both Rush and Mixwell from Team OpTic to join their team. But more importantly, guys, at the end of the episode, OpTic officially announced that Peacemaker, their coach, will no longer be on the lineup, and Peacemaker came out on Twitter with this kind of post and stuff explaining why that was and why he was not upset at all. He understands their decision. So OpTic has now not only unofficially kicked Hiko, but also Peacemaker, their new add-ons there, and apparently still looking for an IGL. I'll talk about next, guys, new potential OpTic members coming soon in the future, as well as a potential North American shuffle. But more importantly, I reached out to Peacemaker last night as he was going home to Brazil after leaving OpTic, obviously going back home, and he actually said that he will be doing an interview with us sometime soon, or he's going to talk about it at least. So look forward to that, guys. More importantly, Peacemaker has reached back out, and we should have an interview with him sometime soon. So leave a comment down below, any questions you guys have for him, and that should be very exciting. And I know I want to stop talking about these kind of stories, guys. A constant reminder for all of you about fake streamers out there. Allegedly, as of right now, a few days ago, we had Pasha come back, the real Pasha come back to live streaming, and many of you guys know he's one of the best and most popular streamers when he does come back. All these pro players these last few weeks have been coming back to streaming for a few days. Pasha did have a stream a few days CSGO in several streams. Indeed, he did. We also had several fake Pasha streamers come out and try and ask for skins. So just a warning for all of you, a pro player will most likely never ask you for skins. If he does, well, it's kind of just suspicious. So please never give your skins to pro players. This actual particular pro, or actually fake Pasha stream, had actually recorded Pasha streams in the past and put them up and recorded them for his own live stream and pretended to be live. He also used Nightbot and MooBot to ask for skins and sent out his trade URL, which led to a profile like this one on screen, which is obviously not the real Pasha. So please don't fall for these skins, guys, or these scams. And yeah, just a quick warning for all of you that scammers are still out there and they're still getting smarter. And it is now 2 hours later from when I recorded that last clip. I was going to wait to release this video just because of Maikelele's future announcement for his new organization, his new team. As of right now, we don't even know their full 5-man roster. A lot of speculation out there. I've told you guys countless times now, and it's kind of losing its pizzazz. Me, using the same title, Maikelele's new team, over and over again. It was supposed to be announced today. Jkaem announced this on his stream last night. I'll show you guys that clip last night. Their new organization, new team, their full 5-man lineup should be announced sometime today. I'm just done waiting for it. So here's that clip from Jkaem.
I got told today we did the last things today, so it should be announced tomorrow.
So at this point in time, all we know is Maikelele, Jkaem, and Fox, the 3 former FaZe guys, as well as Rubino, should be their 4-man lineup going forward. People thinking that Peta will be their 5th member. As at this point in time, we actually do not know who their 5th member is going to be or their organization. So stay tuned for that, guys. I wanted to make a video about it, but he's just taking way too long. And so I'm probably going to talk about this maybe once more in the future. But really, everyone's lost hope because over 3 weeks ago, Maikelele posted on Twitter that his organization should be announced the next day. And it's now been 3 weeks later. All the anticipation is built up and nothing has been announced yet, so that's what I waited for. But now on to our very last topic, guys. I've been giving some inside information about OpTic and their future members, but at this point in time, again, like I just said in the last story, there are so many options for OpTic to go for their IGLs. That's the one thing they're really going for right now, is an in-game leader, someone who can actually take control of the game like Stanislaw did, and there are several members who can actually do that. One of them would be former Cloud9 Slemmy. We could go to Team Mythic, the current the stream team. We can go to Adren, formerly Liquid IGL. We could also go with this random guy who's actually a player from ex-South Africa player. He actually IGL'd for Bravado Gaming. He's actually known as Black Poison. He could be a potential member. There are so many countless IGLs at this point in time in North America, so expect OpTic to sign one of these guys in the future. We could even have Daps from Energy. Daps formerly played with an OpTic lineup. It was the Shazam days where they had an altercation there. He actually left the team for getting an argument with Shazam, but at this point in time, I can tell you guys, OpTic will announce an IGL sometime soon. Who it's going to be, though, is up in the air. Excuse me. See what I gotta deal with?